Time now for another vlog. And first off, I know I keep saying this every single month. I do sincerely apologize for there only being one vlog a month now. I know it was once probably every week or two. Then it went to every 2 weeks. Then maybe every 3 weeks. And now it's like once a month. So I do appreciate all of you that have subscribed to this channel, and I also am grateful for your patience. But I always say this, and I'm always going to continue to say this, because I have done quite a few vlogs already, as some of you may have noticed, in the playlist of my vlogs channel. But if you want me to continue making vlogs, I need suggestions, I need ideas. I mean, I come up with some ideas, but it's also enjoyable whenever you guys, those of you that take the time to watch my vlogs, actually give me some ideas. You know, give me some suggestions for future vlog videos. And you can do that by leaving it below in the comment section. If you have Twitter or Facebook, send it to me via Twitter and Facebook. Even though I don't really care for Twitter or Facebook as much as I used to. It's just those two social medias suck. But if you have Twitter and Facebook and you follow me those ways, then feel free and send me your vlog suggestion via Twitter and Facebook. And of course, our Discord community, which is awesome, by the way. You can always send me your vlog suggestions via Discord. And like I always mention as well, if it's a suggestion that you have vlog-wise, the topic taboo, it's something that you would like to remain anonymous for whatever rhyme or reason, I'm not judging, you can also DM me via Twitter, Facebook, as well as Discord with your anonymous vlog suggestion. Just let me know. You want it to be anonymous. And you don't have to explain why. Just say, hey, can I keep this anonymous? I have a suggestion for a vlog. I just want to be anon about it. I totally understand. So that's how you can send your vlog suggestion to me. But like I mentioned already, and I've mentioned at least a few times throughout these vlog series, yeah, look through the playlist, because I've had a few people actually give me suggestions, and then I go and I copy and paste the link to the vlog that they want. And instead of them being happy about it, it's strange. Like, sometimes they're actually mad. I don't know why. It's like, I already did the vlog suggestion you had. And there you go. You can go listen to it. I don't know. But anyways, I clearly didn't have a specific vlog idea in mind. So we're doing random thoughts too. Electric Boogaloo. Okay, we're not going to call it that, Kane. If Kane's listening. He likes to call everything that's something to Electric Boogaloo. And a lot of others in the Discord like to do that as well. It's a ongoing joke, I guess. But yes, random thoughts too. And I scribbled down some random thoughts on a sheet of paper that just randomly popped in my head. And it doesn't necessarily mean I'll go over every single random thought I wrote down. Maybe I'll go over more. But sit back, grab some popcorn or grab some chips or something, whatever you like to snack on. Get yourself a nice drink, a water, a soda pop, or if you're an adult and you prefer adult beverages, that's fine. So we're going to do some random thoughts. Yes, indeed, for those of you that actually enjoyed my Random Thoughts vlog a few moments ago. So let's start things off with what's happening on the channel, within the community. Well, actually channels. Because, see, it's not just one channel. It's not just this channel, the vlogs channel. It's not just the gaming channel. I also brought back the political channel. Yes, the original channel. Not really my original channel, because my very first YouTube channel was mostly just like a weird, like, amateur machinima channel, shitpost channel, just one of those early YouTube channels I had. And then about nearly 10 years ago, I started my political channel, which I have been dedicated to off and on. Like from like 2009 to 2012, I was like really hardcore into that channel, doing videos, even was on some internet talk shows. Actually had my own internet talk show. It was a syndicated internet network. It wasn't a big time network, but I was still technically a radio talk show host of sorts. I think I still have a few of those videos at the bottom of the channel. I did a purge a while back of that channel because there's a lot of stuff that I used to believe in that I no longer did whenever I rebooted the channel a few years ago. And then I died. I guess the channel died a little. And then 6 months ago, I rebooted it again, and then it kind of went in stagnation again. And then, like a week or two ago, I finally decided to bring the channel back, only for it to probably die again. Maybe it's just better to take that channel out back and put it down. I don't know. But until that day comes, I just can't give up on it just yet. The old gal. My old flagship. My current flagship is obviously the gaming channel on my fleet. But the old channel is back. I rebranded it finally. And the name Burns Report, in case some of you are wondering, I don't really mention the name of the YouTube channel in the videos. I don't really care to do that, or my name, because, like, what the hell do I go by? Do I go by Go Burns? Do I go by my real name, like I used to back in the day, early on with the channel? You know, from, well, 2009 to the first time I scrapped the channel. I don't know what to go by, so I don't even mention what I go by. I mean, it's in the About section of the channel. So I don't really see the point in mentioning the name of the channel during the videos or my name. But the reason why I went with Burns Report is actually that was the original name that I had in mind for the channel at the very beginning, nearly 10 years ago. But at the time, I think there was another channel called Burns Report. And so I kind of abandoned the name for something else. And lo and behold, there really wasn't an actual channel called Burns Report now. I mean, there's a few there's a few videos on YouTube that have the title Burns Report, maybe one, but that's pretty much it. And there's a lot of Burnses on YouTube besides me. So I decided, you know what, forget it. Let's just go with Burns Report. It's something I liked from a long time ago. In fact, I used to send out emails back when email was more of a thing, when people used to communicate with email. I used to send something out to friends and family called the Burns Report. And it would update everybody as to what was going on in my life back when I was in college and in radio, back when I liked keeping people informed about what's going on. Nowadays, I guess since I've gotten older, I just don't care as much about that sort of thing. If people want to know what's going on, they can either ask or ask, I guess. Yes, asking is probably the best way to find out what's going on. And maybe I'll tell you what's going on in my life. Maybe I won't, depending on who's asking, right? Like, some people I just don't really care about to tell them what's going on in my life. Like, some I will, but you know how it is. There's always people like that. I'm trying to turn around. Turn around. Okay, I'm not going to turn this into a singing channel. It's a vlogs channel. So we got the political channel back, and so that means I have 3 channels now I'm trying to put content on. Still doing the gaming channel. I'm making some changes to the gaming channel. I have kind of sort of tweaked the thumbnails a little bit for the gaming channel. The lime is kind of retired, the lime green. I mean, it's still going to appear here and there, but it's not going to be as like loud as it used to be. It's no longer part of the border, because I've changed the border of the thumbnails forever, for the longest time. I just like borders on thumbnails. It makes it look better for some reason. But I've gone through different variations of thumbnail borders, and I think what I'm calling the star border is I like it. It's subtle. It's kind of like a dark blue. There's a few specks of light, which are stars. It's subtle. It's kind of a more minimalist. It's not so like in your face like the loud lime green. So the lime green's been toned down dramatically. I'm kind of using it a little bit in Burns Report along with some other. I'm using like a whole bunch of weird colors in Burns Report, like red, blue, purple. And the red, blue, purple is supposed to be kind of symbolic of what that channel is about. And if you want to check out the channel, feel free to do so. It could use some views. I've been putting a few videos over there. But anyways, so like red in my country is like for conservatives, like for the Republican Party. Blue is for liberals, Democrats. And like purple is like for moderates, like myself, or people that are not Republican, not Democrat, somewhere in the middle. A centrist, moderate, whatever. And so the idea is trying to end the divisiveness, trying to come at things from the middle. That's kind of my objective when it comes to the political channel now, because it started off as me being a libertarian constitutionalist and kind of a conspiracy theorist nut job, I guess. I mean, I still believe in some conspiracies, like Epstein. I don't think that was a suicide, but let's move on, shall we? Okay, so yeah, political channel. Feel free and check it out. If you like the content, you're welcome to subscribe. And even if you disagree with my opinion on things, my hot takes, you're welcome to chime in below in the comment section over on the political channel. I'm hoping that I keep it around. It's not going to be daily uploads. It's just whenever a topic comes up news-wise or political-wise that piques my interest, I'm going to definitely make a video about it. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know if the channel is going to grow. I mean, I've gotten it up to 669 subscribers now. And I think that's a jump from what I think it was at 650 something as it said in stagnation. But there was a time when I had like at least 1,000 more subscribers than that. I think at its peak it was like 1,600 back in the day. I know it's not really something to flex about, but it is what it is. So we got the political channel, we got the gaming channel, and I think what I'm going to be doing with the gaming channel is, for some reason, YouTube is just taking a beating right now, and as a result, a lot of us content creators are taking that beating as well, with a few exceptions. And boy, I've noticed how my views have dropped for my event week videos, for my videos in general. And it does take a lot of effort and time to put together some videos like that. And while I'm appreciative of every single view I get, whether it's over here, or for this video, my Random Thoughts 2, or any of the videos or streams I make on the gaming channel, or especially the views I get on the political channel, at the same time, it's just, it's gut punching. Because I don't feel like I'm doing anything different. I don't feel like I've changed. I don't feel like I've sold out or become clickbaity. Like I feel like I'm the same content creator that people subscribe to and people were watching all along. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. And honestly, it sucks. I don't like to talk about that on the gaming channel. I guess that's what we have the vlogs channel for, so I can talk about it over here, right? But yeah, it's not just me. I've noticed like big channels, small channels affected as well. For whatever rhyme or reason, it royally sucks. And especially when you start struggling to have ideas. Like I'll go through runs where I have like a whole bunch of ideas for videos. But lately, it's just, I got nothing. I'm going to be totally honest. I feel like I have kind of been burnt with ideas when it comes to the content creating aspect. I'm still focusing on trying to put together decent event week videos for Grand Theft Auto Online, as well as event week videos for Red Dead Online. But other than that, I don't have the motivation to do rant videos right now. I was going to do a rant video last week. I mean, whatever. But I started writing it down, and then one or two things came up that kind of shot some holes in my idea for my rant. And from that, it kind of snowballed. And then I just sat there. I'm like, screw it. I'm just not going to worry about it. Because, you know, I understand a lot of people came to the channel because of my rant videos. But as a side effect to that, I became very nitpicky. And maybe I always was, bad at nitpicking. And unfortunately, people have noticed that in videos. Even videos that aren't rants, I would nitpick. And I don't like nitpicking, but it's just part of who I am. I do try to focus on the positive, though. I don't always focus on the negative. Some people think that I'm always about the negative. I try to be more positive. And I guess maybe it is a side effect of the rant videos, of the rant series, that it has made me like that. Or maybe it's just, like I said, maybe it's just part of who I've been the whole time. But there really isn't anything I want to rant about right now. I mean, give me a few weeks or a month from now, I'm sure I'll find something new to rant about. But I think I've decided on days where I don't have ideas for videos on the gaming channel, because I still want to try and put up something every single day. And that may change. I may just go from doing daily uploads and whatnot to only doing it whenever I'm able to, or whenever I feel like it. That could be the direction that channel's going. I don't want it to be the case, but if it is what it is what it is, as they say. But my plan at the moment, in the words of Dutch, is to, on days where I don't have anything, where I got nothing, no event week video, no news video, no anything, is that I'll just probably, since I have to do the daily challenges for Red Dead Online anyways, and I have to do them twice because I play on both PS4 and Xbox One. Sucks it's not crossplay, but whatever. So the way I see it is I might as well at least do one set of those dailies, whether it's on the PS4 or the Xbox One, via live stream, and maybe do some other stuff as well, because people seem to like the live streams, and maybe that's the answer. Maybe streaming more. And at the very least, you know, that would at least continue to put something on the channel. Even if I've gotten to the point now where it's becoming more difficult for me to come up with ideas, and it feels like I'm not getting a return on that. And I'm not talking about the money. The money's obviously nothing for the most part. Even if my videos are getting at least 1,000 views on average, it's still not much. It's more the, I guess, the satisfaction of knowing that a lot of people are really enjoying my content. And when you have 9,300 subscribers and your videos are averaging less than 300 views, there's a problem there. And I guess you could say that a lot of us content creators and streamers, we like to flex. We like to brag about our subscriber numbers. Well, I don't really do it as much, but the reality, yes, I have 9,300 subscribers, but how does that exactly average into views? Not so well. Now, there's a few channels where I guess they have more active subscribers, and they get a better percentage of views per subscribers. Obviously, that's not the case for me, for reasons. So, yeah, those are the situations revolving the channels right now. The vlogs channel, as I mentioned. You know, you help me with that. Give me some new ideas, and I'll try to get back to posting a vlog every 3 or 4 weeks. But I do appreciate those of you that are watching right now, do my random thoughts, as well as those of you that have subscribed to this channel. I don't want this channel to die, but at the same time, I don't like going back to previous vlogs that I've already done. You know, topics, you get the idea. Now, I do have plans for resurrecting another YouTube channel. I don't want to talk about that too much, but it's something that's been on the back of my mind for a while now, and I think maybe in early September I'll be bringing that channel back as well. And I've reached out to viewers that are still over on that channel, and overall it seems like there's a overall positive response for that channel to be brought back. Like I said, I don't want to really talk much about it, but most of you probably wouldn't know about that channel anyways, but you will should I bring it back in September. But I think my dad would probably like that if I did, even though my dad's, you know, sadly been gone for quite a while now. And the Discord channel is going well, the Discord community. We got a great community, by the way, even though sometimes, I don't know why, but is rules really so hard to follow? I mean, maybe I shouldn't get so mad about it, and I try to pull myself back and be a little bit more lax with the rules, but sometimes it feels like that people just don't pay attention, even though a few times a week I remind people about the rules. Like, please post in the correct room. And I realize conversations will happen in, say, the Grand Theft Auto chat or the Red Dead chat, and they'll start naturally, like, going towards a different topic. Not intentionally, it just happens. But I have, unfortunately, also noticed that people intentionally post in the wrong rooms, and that it's a pet peeve of mine. I've got quite a few pet peeves, but other than that, you know, I'm very proud of our Discord community. I just wish that they would also be more civil to each other. I realize not everybody in the Discord community gets along, and I know that. I see it, I get it, but like I always say, if you have nothing nice to say to somebody, just don't say anything. Just move on. You know, and I don't always agree with people in Discord either, you know, but I try to be civil, and that's, I try to, I guess, set an example. Whether or not people follow that example, I don't know. But, yeah, our Discord community, most of the time, is a pretty awesome place. It is. And I'm so proud to see how far it's come. When I first got the Discord for the channel, I didn't really know what to think of it, you know. People told me, you need a Discord, you need a Discord. And when we got it, I didn't know what the hell to do with it. And there was like me and maybe 1 or 2 other subscribers in it for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, I guess Discord started blowing up, and more people started trickling into the Discord. And of course, one of my friends, Shotgun Mark, she streams on Twitch, and she's really good at Discord, and she was helping me build the Discord channel up. And of course, since then, I have become a lot more knowledgeable about Discord as well. So yes, at the same time, I just don't really feel Twitter or Facebook anymore. I just don't. So, I mean, I still post videos on there, or, for the live streams. I'll still promote the live streams. I'll still promote the content I make. But a lot of times it just feels like I'm sure there are people that get notified via Twitter and Facebook, and if you are one of those people, a like would be very much appreciated on Twitter and Facebook to acknowledge that this is how you get notified about my streams and about my videos. Because most of the time I feel like I'm just posting it for no reason. So I'm just saying, would it kill you? Just hit the like button on occasion, just to remind me that there is actually some active followers on Twitter and Facebook. Because one day I made to say screw it and just stop posting on both. Because I don't like Twitter because it gets so divisive anyways, with so many people going at each other's throats every single day. SJWs, PC culture versus the alt-right versus this group versus that group. I'm just tired of it. And I've also noticed a drop in my followers for reasons. And it's not like I haven't changed anything on my Twitter. Like, Facebook has become kind of plateaued. It hasn't really gained any followers or lost any followers, but like Twitter used to hover around 930. And it stayed there for the longest time. And then it started declining. Whether it was just like weird fake accounts that were being deleted by Twitter, or people just unfollowing me for whatever rhyme or reason. I just don't know. But maybe overall people are just getting tired of Twitter. Who knows? But like I said, mainly when it comes to the social media, like there's the YouTube channels, and of course our community tab. Always like updating people in the community tab, in the main channel, the gaming channel. We have polls. I post photos there. We also have the Instagram as well, which a lot of you wanted me to make. But I have a few. I think I have like 77 followers over there. Instagram's strange, and I don't post photos over there every day. But when I do, it's usually like of the pets, or like some scenery, some food, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I feel like of all the social medias right now, along with the YouTube channel, like Discord has found itself to be quite instrumental to the continuation of the community that I'm part of. And I don't take full credit for growing it, but at the same time, I'm happy to be part of it as well. And it definitely is a constant reminder why I still enjoy doing what I do, even on days where I have no ideas anymore. Maybe some new ideas will show up eventually, right? Maybe just in time for the summer update for Red Dead Online. Okay, so moving on from that, touching on some other few random thoughts. This will be a longer video since these are only like once a month where I seem to be posting vlogs. At least give you guys something to sit down and enjoy, right? So I will probably just go over some of these real quick. Some like rapid fire, maybe for some of these, maybe not for all of them. Dieting. I have changed my dieting. I'm doing like more protein. My trainer, I did this whole thing like a week or two ago where we sat down for a consultation. He asked me a whole bunch of questions. They were really personal. Oh, I was like, oh, you're getting personal. I mean, not to get like that, but he asked me a lot of questions. And he suggested that I start eating more protein. And I thought I had enough protein in my diet already, so I started eating more protein. And he also recommended that I start having a multivitamin, so I started doing multivitamin. And I'm doing more cardio now on other days when I don't work out. And usually I work out like 2 or 3 days a week. And so I'm really trying to push myself, because I'm right now in the upper 180s. Now, there was a time, when was it? When was PAX South? Okay, 2018, because I have the PAX South badge to my left right now. When I went to PAX South in San Antonio and hanged out with Azulin and Sky and a few others, I was like 178. I was 10 pounds lighter by the time I went to freaking PAX South in January 2018. And then things kind of went downhill for me again. So by my birthday in December, I want to be back in the 170s. I want to be further down, like the lower 170s. I mean, if I end up with with a dad bod, I'll be happy with that. But I got to get rid of that fat. I don't mind being a little thick, but I'm a little too thick, as they say. I mean, it could always be worse. It could always be worse. But so I've changed up my diet. We'll see how it goes. I've cut back dramatically on snacks. I still have some like protein ice cream, and I always put my walnuts in there because I don't like walnuts, but I have to eat walnuts because they're good for my liver. And I do have like a little piece of really good, like extremely dark chocolate. That's supposed to be good for you as well. Other than that, that's pretty much it when it comes to like confections. So I eat a lot of beef jerky along with a slice of cheddar cheese because cheddar cheese has K2 in it. It's good for you. It's supposed to help with the knock down calcium buildup in your veins and arteries. And also the dark chocolate's good for your circulatory system. So a lot of things I'm trying to be mindful about when it comes to my diet. And a lot of it I've already been doing. Like I don't drink alcohol. I haven't had alcohol in over a year. Mostly what I drink is water, like a cup of hot black coffee, also a cup of unsweet green tea. Sometimes I'll have some hot green tea at night. And I also will have some carbonated water, like some carbonated flavored water. Like 1 can. That's about it. But the spinach and broccoli situation, I got tired of trying to make spinach broccoli salad because I would go through all this effort to purchase the spinach, the broccoli, and prepare it either in a salad or try and put it in a wrap with some slices of turkey. But no matter how hard I tried, there was always enough broccoli and enough spinach left over after a few days, it would go bad. And I felt like I was being wasteful no matter how hard I tried, so I said, screw it, I'm done with this. So I go to my local smoothie place, which happens to have a veggie smoothie, and it has a lot of healthy stuff in it, including, yes, spinach and other things, and that's what I get every day. So I do it that way, and then anytime I go out to eat, like the other day, I went to go eat some steak with a friend of mine. And my side with my steak was steamed broccoli. And, of course, I chopped up my steak and chopped up the broccoli and kind of ate it together. It definitely made it a lot better. Okay, Kari, I'm kind of busy right now. But, yeah, so I'm definitely trying to do better when it comes to my diet. Hopefully I'll start seeing positive results. Every Monday, my trainer and I are going to get on the weight machine and look at my weight, see if I lost any over the week. Hopefully it'll start going down. And maybe by my birthday, if I make it to my birthday, hopefully I'll be in the lower 170s. That's the goal for myself, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, something else happened. My grandfather's wife, who's not my granny, she passed away back in 2003. But fortunately, my grandfather found love again and remarried, and they've been together for about 15 plus years now, I think. Yeah, a little over 15 years. Happily married. He lives in Mississippi, and, he's in his 90s now. He's actually he's not near 100 yet, but he's in his 90s. But out of the blue, his wife called me, and she informed me that my grandfather had to go to the hospital, and they had to put a pacemaker in him. Now, as of right now, he's doing fine. He's in recovery. She didn't really make it out to be a big deal. I guess in this day and age, it's not as big of a deal as it used to be. Apparently, the surgery was supposed to be like 2 hours. It was only like 45 minutes. At first, whenever you get a call, like from somebody who normally doesn't call you, you expect the worst. And that's the way I've always been. You hope for the best, yet expect the worst. And fortunately, it wasn't the worst. So hopefully my grandfather will recover and he'll do well. And he's always been a hard worker all of his life. And I owe a lot to my grandfather. I really, truly do. I'm very grateful to my grandfather. It's a debt I will never be able to repay to him. And I wish I could see more of him, but I'm happy that he's had a new life, post Granny after she passed away. And, he's been doing good the past few years. But I do try to go see him, but I haven't seen him in a very long time. But I do call him every now and then, but that's not good enough. I should do better. I admit I'm not the best grandson in the world. I know that. I don't lie about that. I can do a much better job, but there's always stuff that just prevents me from going, It's hard when you're single and you don't really have anybody. You have maybe one other person here that can come house sit for you and watch your cats and your dog. But you don't like inconveniencing people, so it sucks. It just sucks. I really wish that I had the means to go and spend more time with my grandfather, to go spend some time with my friends, to go spend some time with my sisters, especially during the summer. The summer sucks. Like right now, I mean, it's so hot, it's so humid, especially during live streams, as some of you know. I know I whine about this all the time. It's not so bad when it's the PS4 Pro that I'm streaming on with my gaming PC, which is what I'm running with the Elgato, the OBS. I know that's a lot of technobabble. Along with the key light above me whenever I have a webcam on, so you can see my mug a little bit clearer, I guess. Why you want to see my face during a live stream, I don't know. I have no idea. But it's nowhere near as bad as when I'm streaming on the Xbox One, because it's bad enough that the gaming PC generates a lot of heat. It's underneath me. It's underneath the desk. The key light generates heat above me. But the Xbox One X, when I put it underneath me and I'm streaming through that as well with all this other stuff on, during the summertime, even with the fan on above me and with my AC on, my ancient AC unit struggling. That's why I have all my other AC units on right now, all my window units. I'm sure my electric bill is going to be awesome for September. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. Hey, the price I'll pay to stay cool. But anyways, yeah, it's like a sauna whenever I'm streaming on the Xbox One during the summertime. So yeah, that's always a great joy. Summers are always my favorite season. Obviously not, but the good news is, we're already, halfway through August, which means we're almost to September, which means we're almost to October, which means fall weather, Halloween. I'm happy about that. Absolutely. I love the fall, cooler weather, and I love Halloween. So it's always good, despite being negative about things, because I'm very, very self-critical. As some of you, I know this is a shock to some of you. I can be extremely self-critical. If somebody, I could make a list of people that like to beat me down, I would be at the top of that list every single time. I'm my own worst critic. So anytime somebody comes on a live stream or tries to troll me or make some smart-ass comment, basically because they're pathetic and they want attention, you got nothing on me, pal. I am my greatest troll. I am my greatest bane. Alright? Well, I try to be positive, okay? I try my best to be positive. I'm trying. Like eating better and exercise and trying to do more cardio to lose weight and get healthy. So I can maybe be around for a little longer and get in shape, and maybe some people will take notice when they see me walking around in Whole Foods, or wherever else I happen to go to whenever I venture out doing errands. But going back to the channels real quick, and I see so many, and I know I complained about this before, ad nauseum, and maybe the vlogs channel is also a way for me to vent as well, to get things off my chest that I don't really want to do during a live stream or in a video over on the gaming channel. I guess you could say, in a way, my vlogs channel is kind of my safe space. It's also kind of my legacy if something ever happens to me, so that people can always go back and know how I felt about this issue or that issue. But I digress on that. But it just feels like, when I look back at my life, and this is something you really shouldn't do. You should always try to be positive. You should always learn from your mistakes, and always realize that even the most successful people in the world have had tons of failures. I've heard it time and time again, like Michael Jordan, like a lot of famous inventors, a lot of famous multi-billionaires right now. They had numerous failures before they had success. But just looking back at what I've tried to do in my life, it just feels like an exercise of failure. It does. It absolutely does. I mean, I feel like I've tried my best, And that's another thing. I feel like I let my grandfather down because he wanted me to go into his business that he and his partner started and built up. He wanted me to be a geologist or a land lawyer, and it just didn't work out. I tried. I worked as a clerk there part-time, and, when I was 19, 20, while I was in college, I sat in on the meetings, and it was just like a foreign language to me. I just didn't get it. It didn't hook me in, but radio did. And I've always had kind of a passion for radio. Listening to radio stations when I was younger. Music stations, talk radio. And, this is a big reason why whenever I was in telecom that I interned in radio. Because I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe I could go into radio. So in like summer 2000, I interned. I went into radio. And I did a vlog on radio already. So I don't need to backtrack that completely. But I guess you could say radio was my first real failure. And I know a lot of it was out of my control. Maybe that's to make myself feel better. Because before I even got into radio, radio's fate was already sealed because of the Clinton era. There was deregulation, which basically allowed corporations to start buying up stations all over the country, which ultimately meant less jobs, less staff, because also another thing happening was the internet was taking over, high-speed internet, as well as satellites, automation of radio stations. No longer did you have to have DJs in the booth, in the studio, 24/7 running the stations, from record players to 8-tracks to CDs and whatnot. Now it was all automated. It was all computers. And all these factors resulted in basically the slow death of the radio industry. Now the radio industry is still around, but there's a lot less people employed in radio now than there were when I got in it in 2000. And other factors also include the iPod, MP3 players. People could basically be their own DJs and have their own little walking radio stations with them. The music they want to listen to, they can listen to in their car or on their phone. And satellite radio played a factor, as well as taking a chunk away from what we call terrestrial radio, like AM radio, FM radio. All these factors. And by the time I was looking for another job, I worked at several radio stations. But there came a point in 2000, I think the winter of 2005, and of going into 2006, I was out of a job. And I was looking for a new job. I sent out resume after resume all over the country, big markets, small markets. And I had maybe one station contact me back. And the issue in a lot of career paths, a lot of ventures you end up in, it's not just about your experience. It's not just about how good you are. It's also about your connections. And I made a few connections in radio, not that many. But even my connections weren't enough to get me interviews, to get me a new job. And I was going against other radio personalities across the country that also were looking for work, that had way more experience than me. That instead of 5 years experience like I had, they had maybe 10 years experience or 15 or 20 years experience. And they also had more connections. They knew more people. And so ultimately my radio career crashed and burned. And I fled back up here to Northwest Louisiana. And then I finished college. And then I started my YouTube channels, my political channel, and I became a political activist, and that went really well. So well that I became burnt after 2012, and off again, on again, burning sensations happening throughout each election. Why I decided to bring back the political channel, I don't know. It's just like a thing I can't get over, I suppose. I don't know why. But there was a time during the political channel when like I mentioned earlier, I had, an actual internet radio talk show where I had viewers. I didn't have a ton of viewers, but I was growing my radio show. I was legitimately a radio talk show. I would 2 or 3 hours a day. I had a show. I had interviews. I had guests. I even had people call into the show. And I thought that everything had led me to that point in my life to where I was destined to become a radio talk show. That worked out really well. Another crash and burn. Then I got involved with founding a local animal rescue group. And the animal rescue group, I think, is still around. I've lost touch of all of them. But even though I am proud of starting an animal rescue group and all the cats we helped rescue and adopt, as well as the trap, neuter, and release programs that we pushed, when it came to feral cats, outdoor cats that really didn't belong to anybody. It was an effort to help, in the words of the legendary Bob Barker, decrease the pet population, especially when it comes to feral cats, because cat breeding is out of control, just like dog breeding. But it was a humane way of cutting down the pet population by doing the trap, neuter, and return policy. You'd catch them, you neuter them, spade them, then put them back where they were, and they would actually live longer lives, and no more kittens. That would end up, we'd be struggling trying to find new homes for. A lot of them, sadly, would be put down at animal shelters. Like, lots of cats, dogs, and kittens and puppies are put down every year in animal shelters. And that's why I'm against puppy mills and kitty mills. That's why both my cats are rescue cats. My dogs are rescue dog, because there's perfectly good cats and dogs out there for anyone looking for a cat or dog. But ultimately, I was also, doing the gaming channel. Started that in 2014. So I started becoming more focused on the gaming channel. And another business venture I did with my dad kind of fell through. And then another business I did also fell through. I don't want to talk about those. But I think you see a track record. It's like everything I've done, I've put so much into it. Busted my ass. Blood, sweat, tears, and even some money. And it just feels like everything I've done has just been one failure after the other. And I don't know what the moral of the story is here. Because I try to be positive, I try to be optimistic, I try to tell people not to give up on their dreams and to keep doing what they want to do to fulfill their passions and their desires and what they want to do. Instead of doing what they ultimately don't want to do with their life. That's what I would recommend. If you have the opportunity to go into a career field that you want to go into, that you really want to be in, do it. Get the education, go get the skills and experience, whether it's through college or trade schools or internships or junior college or community college or whatever. But a lot of times dreams don't pan out, just like my radio career didn't pan out. And it sucks. Things are beyond my control. If certain factors were different, if there wasn't the corporatization, which has made me hate corporations, if it wasn't for deregulation, which also made me hate government, and for automation, and I think a lot of us are going to hate automation because, automation is costing other, fields and industries and factories, people their jobs for the convenience of machines and robots doing all that work. But, if it wasn't for these factors, I have to wonder where I would be right now. Maybe nearly 20 years in radio. Maybe I'd be my own program director somewhere. Maybe I'd be an operations manager. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. So I don't know. And for the longest time, I thought eventually I would, grow one of my channels. I thought eventually I was supposed to be a political commentator or a political talk show host or a blogger, or vlogger, whatever. And then I got burnt out with politics. I even thought about running. But I became so disenfranchised by politics because it seems like 9 times out of 10, the good candidates never get a chance. It's always the establishment candidates. It goes back to who you know, what you know, the connections you have, and the money that comes in, the campaign war chests. It's like, like the most recent candidate I'm supporting, Tulsi Gabbard. I think she's the best choice for the Democratic Party. But do I think she's going to get the nomination? Sadly, probably not. But she's the one that's talking about reaching across the aisle. She has the track record. I mentioned this in a video over on the Political channel. Go watch it. But, yeah, it's sad to see it, It's sad to see things go that way. And so many times in my life I felt like I failed. When I was in my early 20s, I actually envisioned, falling in love, finding somebody special. And I'd been in love a few times, and none of those worked out, obviously. And I thought eventually maybe I'd get married, hopefully to the right girl. Settle down, have a kid or 2 or 3. I don't know how many kids we decide to have. We have. But I don't know. I go on the fence about a lot of these things. Like, do I still want to have a child? Do I still want to have kids? I don't know. I mean, I would have liked to at least have one kid. Maybe a daughter, so I could name her after my mom. If my partner, my wife, my girlfriend, baby mama, whatever, liked the idea of naming our daughter Paula, if I had a daughter, wife, whatever. Coulda, woulda, shoulda once again. But here I am pushing almost 40. I mean, I'm not 40 yet. I'm I'll be 39 in December, in case some of you are wondering. Some of you ask how old I am. I'm almost 39. Still single. Still have no idea what to do in my life. With a big old pile of failure after failure racking up. And it just hurts because I see other content creators, I see other YouTubers doing similar stuff that I've been doing for over 5 years on the gaming channel. They just rocket past me. I mean, a lot of them use every trick in the book, clickbaity, and all this other crap that pisses me off royally. I know I've mentioned that a few times. But I sincerely try my best, you know? I know I don't have the best content. I know I'm not the best content creator out there. I know there's plenty of YouTubers that make way better videos and way better content than me. And I wasn't expecting to be the next big YouTuber. I wasn't expecting to be the next big PewDiePie or Delirious or, you know, I wasn't even expecting to ever get to 1 million subscribers. You know what would have been nice? I mean, I thought I'd at least be past 10,000 by now. I thought I would be bigger. You know, 100,000 would have been a nice goal. That's what I get for driving on the wrong side of the road. But I always say this, and I always try to hold true to this. I have to be appreciative of all of you that do watch my content. All my viewers, subscribers, and fans that actually do take the time out of your lives to watch these vlogs, to watch my videos, to watch my streams. And those of you that are either watching or checking out the political channel, because each view is one person. One person in this world that chose to spend a little time with me, whether it's during a live stream or during one of my Event Week videos or any of my other videos I make. You know, and all the views I get on this video, I know it won't be a ton of views, but that each view is a person. And I always remind myself of that. But as a content creator, as somebody who would like to be successful, who would like to get to a point where I feel like, okay, you know, I'm good. I feel like I'm happy with the number I have. The truth is I'm not happy. I hate to say that. I'm not happy. And I don't blame my viewers. I don't blame my subscribers. I'm grateful for what I have. I guess I blame myself. I guess I blame YouTube. Because, once again, it just feels like the deck's stacked against me. Because I don't use arrows. I don't use clickbait. I try not to deceive viewers. I try to be honest and straight to the fucking point on things. I don't use, like, I know there's YouTubers out there. I know this for a fact. That there are YouTubers that have illegitimately grown their channel. Illegitimately. With view bots, with subscriber bots, with fake comments. I know that's a thing. Do I do it? No. No. I have tried from day one on all my channels to grow my channels legitimately. Whether it's the political channel, the gaming channel, this channel. You know? It just irks me. It just ticks me the hell off. And then YouTube doing all its nonsense, you know, making it even worse for content creators. Not just me, but smaller channels that are just starting out, just trying to grow their channel, trying to get some views, trying to get some traction. A lot of them don't have any ambitions or desires to be the next big YouTuber. Some of them probably have those delusions of grandeur. Maybe I'm somewhat guilty of that as well. But at the same time, it's just the things that YouTube has implemented just really make it more difficult for us to grow our channels. Even the bigger channels are suffering right now. Except for the ones that they create, apparently. Like that Van girl. When I heard about that a week ago, that pissed me the hell off. Apparently she's an actress. Apparently, like, it's all, I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe that's just BS. Maybe she is a legit Van girl, and it's just because she has a great personality, and she's cute, and she went on some dude's show, and all of a sudden with three videos, she has over 1 million subscribers. She just comes out of nowhere? That's AstroTurf. That's fake as hell. And it's a slap in the face to what YouTube used to be about. It used to be about channels busting their ass, working on videos, get lucky, one video goes viral, or they end up in the freaking search parameters, and they end up growing their channel. I guess it's not like that anymore, because YouTube cares more about focusing on, like, the corporate end of things. The corporate channels. You know, those channels. You know what I'm talking about. So once again, corporations, fuck me. I'm sorry for the language. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not This channel's not even monetized anyways. I mean, I don't even care about that fact because it's like pennies. I mean, best case scenario I always had, okay? My vision. Let me go ahead and throw my vision out there for those of you that care. I always embrace fate. Everything that's meant to be is meant to be. If, hypothetically, my channel was meant to blow up and I was meant to have enough viewers and subscribers to actually make a so-called career out of, you know, I would have been content making enough money to feel like I could live off of it, you know? I wasn't trying to do this to get a mansion or to get a Lamborghini or a McLaren. I can get one of those in a video game. I'm happy with my truck, you know? I'm happy with, you know, I don't know. But it would have been nice to have felt like that I was successful. And maybe the jury's still out on that. I don't know. And I'm sorry for rambling. I'm sorry for ranting. I'm sorry for these random thoughts going into a dark place. But I am trying to focus on the future. I'm trying to be optimistic, even though it doesn't seem like it right now. So a few other things that randomly are in my head. I'll go on for another few more minutes. Maybe knock it out about an hour. A good hour random thoughts video. I hope you're enjoying it, everybody. But I hope some of you understand. And I hope it doesn't deter you from trying whatever it is you're wanting to do of your life. Because, I mean, just because I'm failing at something doesn't mean you're going to fail. I mean, you may go into a field you want to go into and succeed. I don't know. It happens. Or maybe I'm not meant to be a content creator. Maybe I'm not meant to be a streamer. In that case, I have no idea what I'm meant to be. I have no idea. And I guess if I live long enough, maybe I'll figure that out. Or maybe I was never meant to figure it out at all. Maybe there is no purpose. Maybe there is no rhyme or reason. I have no idea. But some positives I guess we can talk about. No, let's not talk about dating apps. I already talked about that in a previous vlog. But yes, dating apps are BS. But at the same time, as I like to say, when it comes to being single, it does suck being single. It would be nice to have at least somebody in my life. But it's better to be single and be happy some of the time or most of the time. I know right now some of you are probably thinking, well, I guess he's only happy some of the time. It depends on the day. Some days I'm more happy than other days. It ups and downs. But it's better to be happy somewhat or mostly and single than in a bad relationship or a miserable marriage. Because I've been in a few bad relationships. And I'm not trying to make myself out to be the victim. I wasn't always the victim. It takes two to tango. Most of my relationships, it just didn't work out. But yeah, I just don't know why I keep trying with the dating apps. I guess the problem is, it's just, I've never been really good at approaching somebody because I don't know if they're married. I don't know if they're like into me or not into me. And I'm not that kind of person like to do that at a grocery store because they're there to shop. And I'm not there to try and hit on a cashier because they're trying to make a living. It sounds like a previous vlog. It probably is. Moving on. So a couple positive things before we wrap up the vlog. Random Thoughts 2. Yes, the ups, the downs, the good times, the bad times, everything in between. I'm finally getting my uncle to come over and fix the house up a little bit. And hopefully I'll be able to get it on market by spring 2020. That's my plan. So my uncle's been extremely busy. He's very good at the work he does. It's just that he's been so busy with other factors that, you know, it's been a while since he's been able to get back over here and start doing some work for me. But he's promised me that, you know, he's going to get back over here and start getting some work done. Plus, I can finally get my roof redone. It needs to be redone in a bad way. And hopefully I'll at least, the plan is to get the house fixed up where it's sellable at a decent price by spring 2020. Depending on whether or not we're going into a recession or depression, because the economy's not looking so good right now. So we'll see how it goes, because my big plan, and you know how plans go, is to move to Tahiti. No, Dutch, we're not moving to Tahiti. The plan is hopefully kind of a soft reboot of my life if I make it that far. I'm always freaking gallows humor I have. Always morbid. I don't know why. But anyways, the plan is to get my house on the market by spring 2020. While at the same time moving to Central Texas to Hill Country to live closer to my sisters and their husbands. It's been a plan for quite a while now, but that's my plan. And I'm hoping that I might be able to do it. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, just like we talked about. Everything that's meant to happen will happen. If it's not meant to be, then it's not meant to be. But I'm going to try, just like I try with everything else. Even though 9 times out of 10, it feels like everything I try crashes and burns. But you have to hope that eventually you'll do something that will lead to some sort of success. Right? Yeah. So, yeah, that's enough random thoughts for today. Random thoughts 2. Went over a lot of things. Got a lot off my chest. It's good to do this, though. It's good to have a place to vent, because sometimes I feel like I don't have a place to talk about some of these things, and I feel like if I talk to some people in my life who, obviously, they're going through their own problems, and I don't really like burdening others with my problems. Whoa, that was a nice flip. Well, there we go. But anyways, I don't like burdening other people in real life. I know they're having their own trials, their own tribulations, their own things that they're enduring right now. And, you know, for the most part, I try to put on a brave face, march forward every day. Because at the same time, I'm lucky to have the life I have. I'm grateful for my grandfather once again. Without him, I don't know where I'd be right now. But I've always tried to make him proud. But at the same time, I've always been to try to be a trailblazer of my own, to try and do something. Whether it's my various failed ventures like radio, small businesses. Maybe YouTube will be added to that list eventually. God. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a little fatigued here. It's kind of late. But as always, for those of you that are still here at the end of the vlog, I really do appreciate those of you that take the time to watch my vlogs. Because like I mentioned, this is a side project. This is just something I started doing because I felt like making some vlogs. At first, the channel was my weird, like, Rockstar Editor Machinita videos that I started doing. Then I got tired of doing that, but I wanted to do something with this channel. And so I thought, you know what, let's just put some stuff over here for vlogs. You know, some ideas, some thoughts, my views, opinions, philosophies, life experiences on a wide variety of subjects. And it's been kind of a little side project, a little hobby of mine for a while now. And I've enjoyed making these videos. And I am appreciative of you all taking the time to watch them. And I always hope in all these vlogs that, A, they're informative. For those of you that want to know a little bit more about me, about my life and my thoughts about things, my views, things that have happened in my life, lessons learned, mistakes made. Maybe to help you, right? If you're going through similar problems as well in your life, hopefully the things that I talk about in these vlogs help people, and hopefully they have helped people. Even if hypothetically they only help one person per video, I guess that's an accomplishment. Hopefully it helps more than one person. On the other hand, if it doesn't like help you, at the very least, if it entertains you or informs you or gives you a good laugh from time to time at my expense, then okay, I guess mission accomplished there. But no matter what, I'm very grateful to all of you for taking the time to not only watch this video, but all the videos on my vlogs channel, as well as being a subscriber over on the gaming channel. And for those of you that are also subscribed to the Burns Report, my political channel, I'm grateful to you as well. So I'm going to continue pushing forward. Because, as Erica likes to mention, one of my mods, I'm very stubborn. Yes, I'm a stubborn person. I'm a patient person. I try to be positive, but sometimes, like I mentioned, I can be my own worst enemy. So, it's always a struggle, fighting those demons, right? But I hope you all have a great weekend, and I sincerely hope that maybe, just maybe, these vlogs have touched your lives and helped some of you out there. And hopefully we will continue doing vlogs every 3 or 4 weeks. And once again, your suggestions are always welcome below in the comments section.